Hey everyone, welcome. If you work anywhere near the education sector right now, you know exactly how chaotic things can feel. Honestly, it's like modern institutions are juggling a million new initiatives all at once. You've got totally overhauled course designs on one hand, and then you're trying to figure out where brand new technologies actually fit in on the other. It's completely overwhelming. But today, we're going to look at the master blueprint for making sense of all that chaos. We'll see how to transform that overwhelming fragmentation into a beautifully coordinated strategy. Okay, let's dive into this explainer.
So I really want you to start by asking yourself a crucial, maybe slightly uncomfortable question. Are your institution's initiatives totally fragmented? Think about it for a second. Are you, say, buying these cutting-edge VR headsets for one department, while another is literally still managing student data with paper forms? That right there is a massive pain point in education today. When we try to adopt these huge things like AI integrations or new global partnerships in a chaotic, disconnected way without a central operating system holding it all together, we just lose momentum. And worse, we lose the impact on the students. It's a lot of movement, but not a whole lot of strategic progress.
Now, to fix this fragmentation, we need to really slow down and understand what program management in education actually means. And let's be clear, it's not just about scheduling endless meetings or pushing paperwork, not at all. It is the structured oversight needed to seamlessly align academic projects, faculty development, and technology integration directly with your institutional goals. It's absolutely crucial to grasp this because it changes everything. Think of program management as the strategic conductor of your educational orchestra, right? It isn't just some administrative overhead, it's this vital, stabilizing force ensuring every single initiative is pulling in the exact same direction.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what we're trying to escape versus what we're actually trying to build. Over on the left, we've got the old, noisy way of running things. Where unaligned tech platforms completely frustrate and isolated faculty who frankly haven't even been trained on them yet. It's disorganized and it's exhausting. But on the right, that's our goal. A new, harmonious system architecture. This is strategic coordination. This means innovation isn't just happening for the sake of it. It's completely tightly aligned with broader institutional goals. Making this shift, it literally transforms the effectiveness of your entire educational community.
So how do we actually build this harmonious system? Well, according to our source material, it all relies on 5 core pillars of application. We've got curriculum development, digital learning adoption, faculty development, student engagement, and finally, institutional transformation. You can basically think of these as the fundamental blueprint of a central operating system. They are 5 distinct gears that must tightly interconnect for the whole institution to function smoothly. Let's break each of these down so we can fully grasp how this amazing ecosystem actually operates. All right, gear number 1. It turns out you absolutely cannot just create new courses in a vacuum. In a strategically coordinated environment, program management oversees the design and the rollout of every single new course to ensure 2 major things: strict alignment with accreditation standards and direct real-world industry relevance. So when a faculty member has this brilliant idea for a course, it gets structurally supported. It's guided so that it perfectly meets the precise needs of the industries those students are eventually going to enter.
Let's move to and see how this builds into our next pillar, digital learning adoption. Because, you have a great curriculum, but how is it actually being delivered today? Right now, there is this rapid, incredibly exciting push to modernize pedagogy. We're talking about coordinating the rollout of cutting-edge e-learning platforms, designing blended learning models, and securely integrating AI-driven tools. Look, without strategic oversight, throwing AI into a classroom is basically just a gimmick. But with strong program management, these tools are meticulously adopted to genuinely enhance the curriculum. The technology actually serves the learning.
But hey, what good are incredible digital tools if your educators aren't comfortable using them, right? And that brings us right to faculty development. Listen, you absolutely cannot have successful digital adoption or curriculum rollouts without actively strengthening your teaching quality. It's a package deal. Strategic program management deliberately coordinates the training, the crucial certifications, and those deeply supportive mentoring programs. It guarantees that your faculty aren't left behind by the crazy pace of innovation, but are actually the ones confidently driving it forward in the classroom.
And ultimately, who is supposed to benefit from all this behind-the-scenes alignment? The student, obviously.
Strategic coordination around student engagement means overseeing initiatives that go way beyond just passing a test. We're looking at carefully managed mentorships, super vibrant extracurricular programs, and highly targeted career readiness workshops. And because the institution is functioning as one unified system, these readiness workshops perfectly mirror the industry relevance we built into our curriculum design way back in step 1. Everything is connected, and it massively impacts the final educational outcome.
Finally, we need to zoom out to the macro level with our fifth pillar, institutional transformation. Program management scales all the way up to the absolute highest levels of the university or college to coordinate these massive, complex, strategic initiatives. Think about forging huge global partnerships, aligning cross-departmental research programs, and managing those incredibly complex, high-stakes accreditation processes. When you've got structured oversight managing these massive undertakings, the entire institution is suddenly capable of evolving safely, confidently, and most importantly, efficiently.
So the crucial point is that strategic coordination ensures that curriculum, technology, and faculty initiatives are not fragmented, but strategically aligned. I really want that to sink in for a second. It is the absolute core thesis of everything we've looked at today. It's literally the difference between a school that's just constantly struggling to catch up with the latest trends and a school that is intentionally designing a world-class educational experience. The secret sauce? It is all about strategic alignment.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how it translates all that high-level theory into a really tangible ROI map. Things like coordinated pedagogy and aligned initiatives, they don't just exist to make the administration's lives easier. They naturally and directly translate into measurable student gains and real, hard institutional efficiency. And that strategic oversight we just talked about regarding research and global partnerships, that translates straight into global competitiveness. Honestly, good program management isn't just a nice-to-have organizational tool anymore. It's a vital competitive advantage that yields highly measurable, real-world returns.
And that specific competitive advantage leads us right to the ultimate value delivered by this entire framework. When you successfully implement this kind of strategic coordination, you are literally positioning your educational institution as a true leader in knowledge delivery. You transform from a fragmented, struggling operation into a unified, highly competitive powerhouse. It becomes the kind of institution that others look up to, the gold standard, really, for how education should be managed and delivered in the modern era. So I want to leave you with this provocative thought as we wrap things up today. Is your institution just delivering knowledge, or are you actually leading the future of it? I mean, take a hard look at your own operating systems, your own internal gears. Are they actually working together seamlessly, or are they just spinning in total isolation? Because implementing true strategic coordination, well, that's exactly how you move from simply participating in education to truly leading it. Thanks so much for engaging with this explainer today. I really hope it sparks some powerful insights for you and your teams.